Okay. In my free time, I like to be outdoors as much as possible. I love sports, four-wheeling, fishing, hiking, really anything that's outdoors. My favorite sports teams for football is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and basketball, I would say the Boston Celtics, and baseball, of course, the New York Yankees. I know when I was in my active addiction early on, my family was very uneducated with the topic. And I feel the most stigmatizing parts were when it was just, why can't you just stop? And as my journey continued, especially into wellness, and I became more educated, but I think that was my beginning. That was my first time that I've ever recognized stigma, or I was stigmatized. And after that, I would say the court system. I had legals. I was on a what they call a drug treatment court. And I believe at the time it was very stigmatizing as well. They use the words like clean and dirty. But they put you in a type of bubble that other people that have committed crimes, because they weren't active drug users, they didn't have the same conditions as us. One of the most difficult moments during my active use would be having to isolate from my family, my child, who was very young at the time, thankfully. I think that just running from them was the hardest point in my active addiction. The day before and leading up to my long-term recovery wasn't exactly planned. I believe it was kind of like divine intervention. I was in a drug raid in Oneida County, which was a blessing in disguise because I knew it was only a matter of time before I lost my life to this. So I thank the Oneida County Sheriff's almost all the time, and I work with them now professionally. And I think that was my saving grace. And of course, I kind of stumbled along my journey and had to refocus and regroup and regather and start again. But usually the legal system is the ones that I indirectly started my journey to wellness both times. I have seen a change in the drug treatment courts, especially here in Oneida County. They're not criminalizing people who have a reoccurrence. They're now working on like wellness plans and goals with them because they do understand that just because that we had a mishap doesn't mean that we're a criminal. So they really have grown so much in the court systems out here. I can't really speak for anywhere else, but I do work with the drug treatment courts of Oneida County now, and it's extremely powerful, and they have a really great judge. My relationships have changed so much. I'm back to being the person they love and trust, the jokester, just building stronger and stronger bonds, and building relationships. I'm support networks now for the people that were support networks for me, growing up, and just through, like high school stuff and relationships. And I like to say that I'm like now the go-to person for them as well, to have somebody. So I went from all my friends and family completely shutting me out while I was active to now being a part of all of their lives and their children's lives. And that's a big moment for me.